So it seems that general... I don't know what this is. I can't believe a dev created a game like this. Jesus is our Lord, yes. Why to make a game with battle RPG about it? It is devil and no respect a Bible and our God. Dev, you are on a bad way. I don't appreciate this kind of game. 241 comments, okay. Okay, don't look, don't play. There are plenty of other things in this world to complain about. Game, so would you be offended if it was a documentary story? Dude, but religious humor has been happening for centuries. You might know this if you ever start actual religions of various cultures. Nothing new here to see. Move along. Okay. And calling it the devil is going a bit too far, just saying. Yeah, I agree. I think it's all fun and games. Unless the developer explicitly said they made the game because they wanted to make heresy. Jesus Christ, battling demons and beating up capitalists, I guess. So it's all fun and games. I don't see any problem. What I like is people are taking this game serious. What if this is the creator's way of praise? I don't know. Yeah, that's true. If they're praising it or mocking it, I don't think they're mocking it. I think they're taking the biblical story, keeping it accurate. Here we have someone that is anti-religious. That Jesus Feller ain't no god, he's a VAC band COD player? What? Seems to be taking it a fun, slight mockery. Okay. Not cool, you're privy to your own opinion. Look man, if you don't like the game, don't install it, don't play it, and don't watch it. I'm a Christian myself and this game doesn't offend me at all. Yeah. I think this is a tendency for Christians to, whenever they see anything created around Christianity and around God that isn't explicitly stated as it was created for Christians, by Christians, we have a tendency to call it heresy, sin, that sort of thing. But to be fair, we should always be wary, because the world is trying to just, fight us at every turn. People can create good stuff all the time about God. Not everything on the internet is, even games. I know there's another one that's supposedly coming out eventually. I'm excited for it. And then there are obvious other instances where people are trying to make a full arena mockery of Christianity, of my faith. I think more importantly is to take into account where your heart is at. Is it affecting your heart? Do you find this as heresy or blasphemy, as a sinful thing to do? I don't think this is a sin. I don't think you should think it's a sin, but if you have the conviction to feel it be a sin in your heart, that's fine. You can feel that way. And you cannot play it. I think one of the biggest things that we can do is, for any belief, but especially with Christianity, is make a big ado about it, but not really work with other people. We just throw our de facto opinion and then we never speak about it again. So this guy obviously has some dissatisfaction with the game, but I don't know where he is. I don't see him responding to any of these things or anything. He doesn't embellish any of his reasons. He says a bunch of just trigger words to just get attention. I would not be surprised if this person isn't even a Christian. This is someone that is just throwing this out there because it is Jesus, it is about Christianity, to get some extra clout. Or not even clout, it's anonymous, just to get like that attention. Because then down here we have Caliban. I can see how many you think this is no respect to our Lord. I played it wondering if I would feel the same way, but I didn't. I found this game to be a little refreshing, stayed to the story of Jesus, it had some good quotes in the game, and best of all, it was fun, quick RPG. Kill demons, gain levels and skills, and move on to beating the game. Yeah, it's a fun little game. I think Christians tend to overblow problems with this sort of thing. If you're offended by this game, which is about as pro-Christian as you can get in the modern secular world, then you should probably never have turned on your wireless adapter. I don't know what Bible you've been reading, but mine suggests Jesus had a good sense of humor and wouldn't have wanted his believers to stick their noses up at everything which didn't fit into their small agenda. So those people in the Bible went by the name of Pharisees. So out of brotherly love, I beg you to stop further destroying the tiny bit of respect people had left for our religion and go rethink your beliefs. Yeah. Chill, man. Dude. I don't think voicing our opinions on the internet to the void is always a good thing. Especially when it's this not thought out. This very bad grammar. And just very much there to make a statement, leave, get some traction going, and be like, ha, people are listening to me, but not actually listening to what other people say. Tree Bucket has some very good points. I think he surmised it very well. Right, can I download the game that makes fun of Muhammad? Oh, right, that would be considered hating, but Christian beliefs are fair game. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's fair, but I think that we should be able to laugh at ourselves first. I agree with Drunken Mud Crab post. Hey, did you know Jesus is a made-up person? It's true. There's this. So, of course, whenever there's a calling out of one side, usually the side that tends not to agree with Christian values about Jesus and Christianity, they'll just throw up the, hey, then they'll just clap right back and say a bunch of stuff that we find offensive, but to most of the world they wouldn't. We always have to remember to be on a higher pedestal when it comes to being a Christian, which sucks, but it's just true. We gotta be way more careful with what we say and how we say it. I mean, even what I'm saying right now can be misconstrued in the future. Epic, no, he existed. It was a fairly common name of the time. There are Roman records that prove he was an actual guy, if we're being objective here. Yeah, so now they're getting into the historical side of it. But honestly, the historical argument for Jesus, I don't find you can't have faith, or you're not going to convince anyone that Jesus existed by citing historical things. You got to go by faith and love. Religion is for gay people. Interesting. What a generic and childish comeback. I'm just going to assume you're some stupid teenager and not bother arguing with you, since it's obvious you don't know how to converse like a grown-up. As much as you're more than likely the right, I hate whenever I see anyone say that on the internet. No, thank you. And then, of course, now we're really getting into the internet lore. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a fair argument. You don't seem like you're for or against it, but you're just making a valid point. These people that go all in on the history, arguing with someone on the internet, I mean, if you want to do it, go for it. I don't see a purpose or a point. I agree with that. Don't go anywhere neck-bruised and discussing man-children will try and contradict whatever belief you have, so they have an entity to blame for their horrible lives instead of themselves. They seem to have a lot of pent-up anger.